Yeah, let's go.
Let's do Khalid.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Ready when you
Yep,
are.
we got it queued up.
Hmm.
All right, let's just let it load here. And all right, let's play it.
We
Three,
still
two,
too
one,
broke to
go.
die, yeah. We still too broke, bro. We still too broke to die, yeah. We still. We still too broke to die, can't pay for my damn casket. Still running in place, still call out my boss and ask this. Why we counting pennies when we could be counting assets? Yeah, yeah. For the people that need, never got the resources. What if I got deported by damn police forces? What if I never failed all those damn college courses? Would I be still broke?
Some lines.
Would I be still broke? Filling up your pockets, I pay for my sins. I pay for them within my checks. I can't be having kids yet. I got a soul to feed. Got a soul to feed. Do I eat to compensate for the times I could have been? I hid within my checks and I live within the stints. Do I have the peace of mind to move on forward with my wits? Do I? The cash is so deceitful, leaves you the minute that you don't need to. Still the lavish fool, cause I'm still waiting to meet ya. Still too broke to die, yeah. We still too broke, bro.
Too broke to die.
Still
That's
too
great.
broke to die, yeah. We still.
That's a long loop.
It's gonna be the rest of the track.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It might
think it is.
actually be.
I think it is.
I mean, it's putting me into a little bit of a trance. Just listen to that for like an hour on repeat.
Right?
You go to sleep and you'll still hear it. Like a social experiment.
Yeah.
Let's see how it ends. It just cuts out.
Yep. Well,
Wow.
was there something that accompanied that one? Oh yeah, here we go.
Like a description. Yeah. So, hey everyone, I'm an independent. This is Khalid Abdul. I'm an independent artist from Dallas, Texas. I'm part of a bilingual Latin rap group, Chroma, and I'm currently working on some solo music as well. My work is everywhere between alternative hip hop to pop, alternative indie, underground hip hop. I also rap in Spanish as it is my first language. Too Broke to Die is one of my favorite demos recently. It is still a work in progress at the moment. Excited to get feedback. Thank you. Cool. Okay, so this one's in progress right now. I'm guessing there's supposed to be another verse there. That's my best guess. Maybe not.
Something to trail out. Yes.
Yeah, something to trail out. There's definitely enough space there to put another something, some sort of vocal thing, or just anything. That's point number one of feedback for me is just need something there. The loop being repetitive is okay when you're rapping over it. But then when there's nothing over it, it's like, oh my god, this is just like dragged and repeated for a minute here. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the only real sticking point I have right there. When factoring in that this is a demo, is I think it's recorded pretty well. I thought that his diction and his enunciation popped through fine. I didn't think it was like sometimes it gets like, especially like with the wave of like bedroom rappers and things like that, like some of the enunciation has kind of gone by the wayside, and we get a little bit more of that mumbly stuff. I'm glad to not have that here. I thought it came through. It definitely just, yes, I would be annoyed if I was sitting at home and like that was on the turntable and like whatever it was, 40 probably seconds there at the end on a relatively short track. That was a sizable percentage of the song. But like I understanding that's sometimes the writing process and everything is just put down what you've got and then add other stuff. I mean, you could put a short feature there, and I think it would be great. Reminds me a little bit, especially the sampling. Reminds me a little bit of Frank Leone, who is formerly of this area, now doing cool stuff in LA. He's got like a track with Femdot recently, and he had
cool.
Vic Mensa was on his EP that he put out while he was still here at U of I.
Wow.
It definitely, like, first of all, 2broke2die is great just as a line, like I think that's a great title. And then the bars were solid. I would probably, like, this is one of those dudes that I would, like, if he wanted to book a show like a Canopy, like I always make everybody go through open mic night first, but in particular rappers, because I want to see what they can do on the stage, and that includes whether or not they can do the song without vocals on the track, which is like to me sacrilege. And I've been helping like boost a campaign by a guy from Baton Rouge called Marcel P. Black, who has a no rapping over vocals campaign. It's the thing that I think it's kind of trashy the way that I see it done most of the time. And I like to throw people up there and say, like, even if you're not used to it, get used to it here at open mic night so that we can put you on. So this is a guy that I would like to see if he could do that live. And I mean, it sounds adept enough that wouldn't be a hard thing. But I've also seen some people that just have that as a crutch and they've never not done it. But that was solid.
Khalid, got to come down to Urbana-Champaign or come up from Dallas.
If he was coming through, I would, I'd put him on with a few of the locals that I think are really good. I think that track, has it's got its own statement. I'd definitely review some live footage from somewhere else first to make sure. Right. But like I'd be down.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with everything you said. I thought that was well put. This was probably the first one today where it's a work in progress, but I didn't have anything that really stuck out on production wise, like mixing wise. It actually sounded really good to me. Just finishing up that second part there or whatever, and making sure that it's it flows well, and the ending makes sense, and all of that is kind of the next step, I think. But again, bars were great. Love the vibe and the track name. I don't really have a whole lot more than what you already said, Mike, but should we go ahead and give it ratings?
You should go ahead.
All right, I'll go ahead. It's so difficult. This rating system really is tough.
It's your system.
I know, it's my system.
Yeah.
It's actually my co-founder came up with it.
Just throw a number out. Who gives a shit?
78.
Perfect.
I'm going to give this because it's still got some stuff that needs to be done on it. But I want to add it to my library. That's why it's always hard, because I want to add it, but I know there's some stuff that needs to be
classic conundrum. Classic.
Yeah.
Conundrum. I mean, I think it fits the spirit of your number 2 on there, because it honestly, it needs to be it's unfinished. It needs to have something done to it. So, for me, I'm probably putting it at like a 2.5 or 2.55 maybe, since we're going to 2 decimal places sometime.
Right.
Because it's hard to explain with your particular rating system how this would be like a 4 to put on on a mix if it was complete.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just sort of being a little bit meta here. It is really tough to work with the sort of composite rating scale, especially if you're not able to articulate always what the ratings are for the individual categories. So in the future, we might just do 3 or 4 categories where we can say it's a 4 for the songwriting and arrangement. It's a 2 on the production or whatever, and a 3 on something else, and then the composite of that, is whatever, just to explain it a little bit better. But I'd have to agree with you pretty much there. Hey, you did rate it first this time. I would say, something between a 2 and a 3. I guess like a 2.55 would round it up to a 3, which is like, is radio ready potentially? I guess that's where it gets a little bit confusing.
We don't round up here.
All right. Well, sometimes we do, but I guess in this show we are not going to be doing any rounding.
Not with me.
Disclaimer. Yeah, not with Mike. So I'll give it a 2.49 because if my scale is rounding, then it would round to a 2.
Got it.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to give it.
All right, I'm going to run out of time pretty soon, so let's hit another track.
Yeah, let's do this last one, and then I assume you probably won't have more time after that. If we do, we could throw in Dawn Patrol.
If we get through this one quick, we can do it.
Yeah. All right, so let's do another SoundCloud here. This one would be Dodo. Shino Bazu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah.
Dodo's latest track with that I don't know how to pronounce. Zood. ZSUD demonstrates his international attitude, navigating a path through Japanese streets showered with bouncing raindrops. That's cool.